What's with all these balloons? Oh, hi there. Okay, I'm feeling pissed off today. I was reading this article that randomly popped up on my Facebook recently entitled, "Why is it so hard to be a working mom even at Facebook?" And right away, I clicked on it because I can really resonate with it as a working parent myself, and I would really like to see how forward-thinking Facebook can be when it comes to all this. And after reading it, I was super disappointed and I just can't believe what I read. But before I get angry, I just want to say hi to everyone watching this video. My name is Kevin and I run a smartphone app business, and my YouTube channel is about teaching how to go from working 9 to 5 job to being self-employed, because that's what I achieved. And like many, I used to have a 9 to 5 job, and the reason I left was because I became a parent. Now you may find that strange because I'm a father, not a mother. I think it is important to point out that being a parent is not about defining a mother's role or a father's role. They are both equally important in my opinion. But anyways, I want to get back to the article because I got so mad reading this. So here's how this is going to work. I will first go through the article to show you the tension created between the mother and Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg. And then I will share my thoughts on what Facebook should have done to handle this a lot better and create a win-win situation. So stick around till the end of the video. So I'm just going to quickly summarize the article posted on werent.com. I will post the link to the article in the link down in the description. So this article was about a mom of 2 and pregnant with another baby, and she works as a data scientist at Facebook. While she was on maternity leave, she envisions caring for her baby alongside her full-time job. She was going to bring her baby to her office at Facebook, and she was going to take care of her baby together with her nanny and work at the same time, which, by the way, sounds a lot of work. At this stage, I'm not too clear if Facebook allows her to do that or she's just envisioning it, but props to her for actually thinking of doing something like that. So after a while, she contemplated between taking care of her baby, her 2 kids, and her work. And as she said, she will always put taking care of her baby first over her career. So she is a really good mother because all kids require constant care and love from their mother. Now here's the thing. As a parent myself, I can tell you with 100% certainty, there is no way you can build a career and be there for your kids every step of the way since birth. You can only have one or the other, never both. One has to be sacrificed. And most of the time, the mother will be the one taking the sacrifice, and the father will be the one out there with a job, working hard to make money for the family. So as she said, she loves her job, but she loves her baby even more, which is why the only sensible thing here to do is really go part-time. And here's what she requested. When I told Facebook I wanted to work from home part-time, HR was firm. You can't work from home, you can't work part-time, and you can't take extra unpaid leave. In mid-July, with the heartache of a breakup, I sent my resignation letter. I also wrote another note describing my agonizing choice, saying that Facebook could and should do better for families. I posted it internally in a group for Facebook employees worldwide. I wondered if anyone would read it. Okay, let's stop here for a second. So this mother is requesting for work from home part-time, got told a whole bunch of corporate mumbo-jumbo, and made her quit. Here's what I don't understand. What is up with these corporates and part-timers? Did you know that you can actually get more out of a part-timer because part-timers, statistically, they work a lot more than their contracted work hours? I can understand why Facebook will not allow her to do that. They see work from home as counterproductive due to the kids. Going part-time would mean slowing down the company's progress. And I find that the worst part here is, as a parent, she still needs to put food on the table. To actually lose that income will definitely impact her financially, especially when she has 3 kids, and kids can be expensive. So what did she do wrong? Well, according to Facebook, she just had too many kids, and she just had to choose between her kids or a career at Facebook. So alright, she posted her frustration in their internal Facebook group, and these are the replies she got. My phone started buzzing. More than 5,500 Facebook employees reacted in support. Hundreds commented, telling me I wasn't alone. Mothers shared how they struggled to perform at work and be there for their kids, and how sad they were to miss the special moments. Fathers said they felt the strain of not being with their children. People with no kids chimed in with their support. So from this, it sounds like she's not the only one feeling like that. Let me be frank with you. Every parent out there, they cherish all of their time with their kids. Every mother and father, whenever they leave their office, the first thing they look forward to is seeing that smile on their children's face. But the devastating part here is all of this has to be taken away because their job will not allow them to have such joy, the joy of watching their children grow up. But rather, the companies want you to work for them, deplete all the energy you have for the day so that when you head home, you are already too tired to even spend time with your kids. And if you're willing to do that for the company, they are going to give you 2 days off called the weekend. So at this point, do you think a parent will have a choice? Which do you think is more important? Working in a job to earn money so that you can provide your kids with food, living, and education? Or watching your kids grow up and be there for them every step of the way? It's not an easy choice, isn't it? And 80% of the time, you have to choose money. Here's the thing. Never look down on appreciation. If a company actually cares for their employees and their circumstances, they will get 10 times more loyalty and productivity. Always care for your employees and treat them like a human being. So Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, commented on her post explaining that while management wanted to move in that direction at some point in the future, they couldn't right now. Allowing part-time options to all parents would strain the rest of the team, she said. You know what's funny about this comment? It is the freaking template used by all companies. I mean, it is so typical. Now, I could be wrong, but I heard Sheryl Sandberg loves to empower women to do more, that women should be treated equally. I'd love to support her, but wouldn't she understand what a mother has to go through in this situation? Okay, I don't know if she's a mother. I did not do my research, to be frank, because I was quite disgusted with her reply. Too safe, lack of emotion, and you might as well get a bot to reply. So here's where it gets more interesting. This mother, strapped with her baby, walks into Mark Zuckerberg's office because apparently everyone can just walk into his office. That's just how Facebook works. And she said this. I see the posters here every day that say, "What would you do if you weren't afraid? I want to know. Would you give us part-time, work from home, and extended leave options right now, not later? Would you lead this company and the US in supporting working parents? Would you give us the chance to show you how kick-ass and loyal we can be with fewer hours at the desk if you weren't afraid?" Zuckerberg said he was sorry I was leaving, but echoed Sheryl. He said he'd like to offer more options for parents, but the trade-offs in serving the greater community were too great. Maybe later. Again, another template, and this is what makes me so mad. Look, I'm not saying that just because she's a working parent, then she deserves to work from home, she deserves to go part-time. But can Facebook have the courtesy to at least hear her out? Wouldn't it be more human to at least spare a 10 minutes conversation with her? Don't just outright deny the request and then go about telling the press how Facebook embraces modern work culture, that they're going to change the way we work. This is also the reason why many couldn't afford kids these days, because having a kid means increase in expenses, but a drop in income. So this is what I think should have been done. Sit down with the mother and hear out what she has to say. Then tell her what are the concerns Facebook has with working from home, with working from part-time. Get her to offer her suggestions and guarantees from her end, and Facebook can offer theirs too. And at the end of the day, if she couldn't convince Facebook, then so be it. But at least she has been given the time to speak, given the chance. And you never know, this mother could have the most brilliant ideas out there no one could have thought of. Now fast forward to 2020. Everyone working at Facebook is now working from home. Did that stop Facebook from growing? I don't think so. If anything, they improved even more. The problem with this corporation is once they got so big, they are reluctant to try, they are reluctant to change, they are unwilling to listen, and all they listen to is to their upper management. What makes you think they are the only one in the company with new bright ideas? Alright, Facebook was initially afraid to allow people to work from home because they probably feel that working from home is not as productive. But since they can see for themselves that working from home does work, because mainly they are forced to do so, I kind of proved my point that all you gotta do is try. But what about going part-time? Look, there can only be one reason for not allowing that, and that is they need all full 5 working days in order to complete a huge amount of workload. So if that is the case, can we hire 2 part-timers to do the job and split the full-time pay between the 2? And if you reckon communication is going to be a problem, then why not just try it out first instead of assuming that this is not going to work? Of course, benefits should be split as well, but if Facebook thinks that part-timers should not be entitled to any benefits, then give that information to the mother and let her decide. At the end of the day, all the mother asked for was a conversation, to be respected as a mother. I understand how she feels because I got the exact same corporate treatment with a different company when I asked to go part-time. Only difference is it was a lot worse than this. But that's a different story for another time. The main point here is, Facebook, you just need to tell her your concerns. If you feel she's not going to be productive, then don't measure her based on her work hours. Measure her based on her work performance. Make it so that she has a set task to complete for the week, for the day. Change her KPI and measure her that way. And if it doesn't work out, then okay, but at least try it out. It is really sad to see that for a company like Facebook, a company that is built around solving problems, they couldn't solve this tiny little problem. And for a company that is always trying new things, they are unwilling to try a new work system. Look, I don't know the full story behind this, but this is just my opinion. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg has to respond this way due to legal reasons. I don't know. I don't run such massive company. Alright guys, I could end up talking and talking about this, but I think I've proven my point. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you do subscribe, make sure to leave a comment as well so that I can personally thank you. And while you're at it, do let me know what's your take on this story. Remember to check out my other videos as well, especially the videos where I talk about income because, you never know when your company is going to deny you from going part-time in the future. So thank you again, and I'll catch you another time.